and sentenced you to 4 years in the prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation 4 and 16? I can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. You
Your Honor,
understand that
just-
if,
Well, I'm sorry,
yes,
just for the courts, if the court hasn't noticed, she is 7 months pregnant, so that's kind of why she's she's here,
I'm here. I'm
but
here,
just
Your Honor.
tired of this.
oh, well, I noticed, yeah, I noticed she's in yellow.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you do understand if you have some sort of proposed agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow that agreement. Do you understand?
Me?
Yes, do you
Yes, ma'am.
understand I can revoke you and send you to prison for 4 years?
Yes, ma'am. I
Do you
understand.
understand that the fact that you're currently pregnant plays no role in that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So is there a proposed agreement?
No, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
It's requesting revocation.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, we're asking the court to give, we're asking the court to continue her on her probation. She does have some new cases that she was charged with in Comal County. However, she is on PR bond for those because they were not indicted in the proper amount of time. And also, without getting into the facts of those, but she was in the car with someone else. And it's my understanding in my conversations with her that they're making verification of that and that they may or may not be proceeding with that, judge, but I do not want to represent to the court that I anticipate them being dismissed because I simply cannot say that at this time. Would that be accurate?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but but we are asking the court to take, given that she did so well on the first year of this probation, if the court looks at her MTR, she didn't have any failed tests. She did successfully complete her her intensive outpatient treatment. She has that certificate. We verified that with probation. She's also expressed a willingness to me that she would like to possibly get some additional treatment. But given her condition, it's my understanding that at this time, she wouldn't be accepted into safety or one of those at this time. And so what we're asking the court at this time to do is to continue her and to possibly follow up with her sometime around February to see where they stand with the cases in Comal. She did plead true to not reporting in June, which is true. She did not report in June. But again, she kind of fell off the wagon and also made contact with the gentleman that she was ordered not to make contact with. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that kind of fell, but that also seems to have resulted in a pregnancy. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're leaving ourselves to the mercy of the court, but she is a motivated probationer. She did fall off the wagon. Where she's been since May is in the Comal County Jail. There was a warrant put out by this court. They brought her over here. And so we're asking the court to give consideration to continuing her on her probation. In the absence of that, we would ask the court to consider adjudicating her and continuing on her probation.
All right.
But we are leaving it to the court.
All right. Any objection to the court reviewing the court summary?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Do you want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand. So the court ordered that you have no contact with Jacob Ziegler. Why are you having contact with him?
He reached out to me.
I'm sorry, what?
He reached out to me, and I shouldn't have that, and I'm sorry.
No. There's no need to apologize. So he reached out to you and you knew you were looking at 4 years prison time, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you did a weighing of you did a balancing test and you said, I can't have contact with Jacob Ziegler. And if I do, I'm looking at 4 years in prison, but he's worth it. And then according to the court summary, your brother-in-law is taking care, I guess your brother-in-law and his wife are taking care of 2 of your children. Is that correct?
My brother-in-law, no, it's my aunt.
Oh, okay. So your aunt is taking care of 2 of your children.
3, I have 3.
3?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have 3 children. You're not taking care of them.
Not but I have had them. I had them the whole time I was on probation.
But no, because it says here, On July 17th, the field team conducted a field visit and spoke to Miss Bell's brother-in-law, who stated they had not seen or heard from Miss Bell in over 2 months and had been trying to locate her with no success. Mrs. Bell's brother-in-law also stated that they had been caring for Mrs. Bell's 2 children since she left the home.
Okay, I'm confused on who my brother-in-law is.
Okay.
The name, is it there?
No, the name is not there. But suffice it to say, they've been looking for you for 2 months. So for 2 months, if your children were depending on you to provide them with food so they can live, they would have just starved to death.
No, ma'am, no, ma'am. When I fell off, I called my aunt and I let her know. They've been taking care of their.
You call your aunt and let her know, I'm gonna go be with this Jacob person because he reached out to me.
No, I let her know that I messed up and that, I did get, I did do, I did drugs and I was scared and that I didn't want to be around my children that way.
All right, so basically what that means is financially, you were not supporting your children. And if your children were dependent upon you to live, they would not have survived because you're not providing them support. You're just making all of these bad decisions and somebody else is paying for your bad decisions. They're supporting your children. Now you went off with this Jacob person that there was supposed to be no contact with. And the only thing that you've come back with is pregnant with his child. And for the court to say that you to have no contact with him, obviously he was not a good person to be in your life.
You're right, Ms. Court.
All right. So the court is finding violations 4 and 6 true. The court is going to grant the motion, revoke you. And the court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Jacob Ziegler. And there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes,
Yes.
that's the appeal from me.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on community supervision. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. I'll recommend the therapeutic community for her. I have no jurisdiction to place you in the therapeutic community, but if you ask for it, they will place you in it.
Yeah.
Oh, just ask at the prison and let them know.
Yeah.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Everybody wants little babies when they're born because they're so cute. So you had better reach out to your family because Child Protective Services is going to come knocking at the prison. So unless you have someone,
My aunt's taking care of my kids.
all right, so you need to let your aunt know and counsel if you can get in contact with her aunt because time when that baby is delivered, she needs to have somebody there that's been pre-approved by Child Protective Services to take the child. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Let me excuse your honor.
Yes.